I feel like suicide. Tell my city I'll be back in no time. I got money pulling me from both sides, no lie.
Right, hi guys, Masham Tetwa here, Mr. 714 Method. Finally, I'm in Limpopo, in Polokwane. Not sure whether it's a district, but I'm in Polokwane, exactly in Bolivia Lodge. So we quite have a good time here, another day for the seminar. As I usually say, if I give the date, I make sure that I come, I make sure that I do the seminar. So it's up to you whether you show up or you don't show up. But luckily, I'm here, the date has been issued from the beginning of the year. We are here, I'm doing national seminars. Polokwane was in my map. Next one, I'm going to Mpumalanga, going to the Free State, going to Eastern Cape, Western Cape. I'm covering all of those areas. So it's quite good. We're gonna be here learning and sharing more about our Forex trading perspective. In the 714 method in particular, showing you how to trade personally, teaching you the good and the bad, and how to keep away from the negative side of Forex trading, showing you the good parts, that these are the things you should hold and put on. So it's very much important that you attend the seminar. Not only that, it will also be uploaded on my YouTube channel, 714 Method official page. So you type that on the search bar, you will get to the right channel where you can watch this and many other seminars that I've done for the year abroad. Changing South Africa by bits, changing the world of Forex trading one day at a time. That's what it's about, showing you perspective that are actually working. Teaching the 714 method to everyone, that you can do it too. Danko. Say what? But finally we're here, guys, and thank you so much for coming. Yeah. Okay, so before we start, I believe that we all concluded the registration part in terms of trading accounts, downloading your MT5. We are here to make money. So when I get here, I'm here to this is what you do, this is how you get the money. So I'm not gonna do all of this registration stuff and start there, this is how you open, buy. No. I do the money talk. So all of those things should be ready. If not, Tabani and Yolanda will assist you on that. You will just raise your hand and then they will come by you and then they will be able to assist you. Before I start with my actual talk and everything, I just want to check if there's anyone here, because I think I saw a few messages of people who wanted one-on-ones after, like one-on-one sessions. There's none. Okay, then that means I'll be in Pretoria in a short time. This is quite good. Okay, so I wanted to budget my time, because if I'm going to have people who are going to need me after, then I needed to know if this is how far my session should be, because driving from here to Pretoria is like 2 hours, because I've been in Pretoria the whole time from last week. Even this upcoming week I will be in Pretoria as well, and then after that I'll be going to Witbank and what's the other place? Witbank and Bombela. So yeah, that's the same place, Bombela and Malahleni and Bombela, next weekend. So it's a lot of travel. It's a lot of travel. I started this by joking, but now it's happening. I'm like, yo, yeah, I've had enough. Okay, so this is how my seminars are, guys. I know it's your first time seeing me on the live. Maybe you watched some of my videos earlier on. I can't plan, I don't have any schedule. They're just random defaults, It's not like gonna be serious, maybe you're expecting that. You've seen rich people here, there's a lot of rich people here. You've just seen them walking with sandals and shorts, and they don't care. Yeah, well, it's only broke guys who are like, so it's only those guys who are still employees, like with the tie and formality and all that. But I'm not saying that's in the form of disrespect. But I'm just saying that as like when you know yourself, you know your value, you have the confidence, you know your buying power. You don't need anyone else to approve of you, of who you are, and what is that you're capable of, because you already know that this is what you as a person is capable of which is quite a good thing. Okay, so in beginning, Tabani has said, my name is Mashaya. Surname is Mtetwa, coming from, most of you say Durban, but Durban is more like here in Polokwane. And then in Durban, when you go like to the south, we have a place called Stanga or Watuguza. That's where I'm originally from. That's where I grew up, and that's where I started trading and blowing accounts. And that's why I also changed my story into making money. So it's quite a good thing. It's quite a good thing. And being this year, I've been traveling a lot. I will say that, moving from one place to another, seeing different people, different faces every day. Sometimes it's kind of hard to also keep track, because if I see you, and then next time maybe you'll be in Durban, then I see him like, okay, who's this guy? I can't. It's only those people who are like bothering, of which it's easy to catch their names. Like, hey, Masha, so how do you throw this? And they keep asking the same thing. You're like, hey, I want this one. So you end up remembering the people's name. So yeah, for me, it's kind of difficult to remember people, but based on working and being consistent and committed to one another based on the activity, that helps us to basically improve and for me to know you even better. So, which is why I do this. 714 Method is a community. It's not just that you are here to trade and then you live off. This is a community which you're joining, and this is where you're starting off. And I'm starting these 714 Method seminars as a revolution. Why? Because most of you, Forex trading the other way around. And then it's only when you saw how I do things, how I move, how I trade, like, no, man, this thing is not about people making it easy. There's actually a good side to this, and I think I can resonate to that. So that is why I'm also doing the same thing, pushing the same initiative, showing you guys that you too can also do the same thing, Black label. Hey, guy. Akoninchum. Lingwaso. So it's always been about that, and being flexible as a person, right? So I know most of you could label me as a person who's arrogant, who's ignorant, disrespectful and all that. But for me, that is the result of how I've been doing things, because I've been broke, I've been disadvantaged, didn't have all the things I have now before. So I know if you're in that position of lacking, most of the time you want people to sympathize with you, you want people to feel for you, you want people to sweet talk, show that they care about. But most of the time that doesn't help. It doesn't add any amount of money in your pockets, you see. So now, with me coming out from that, I saw that this is the actual person I need to be in order for me to strive, in order for me to be successful. Mind you, there is a character that you must be before money comes. And by you changing how you live your life and how you think of yourself, that personality is the one that is going to set you straight to making progress or growth in your life. Because right now, whatever decision you're making based on your bank balance. But money is the result of who you are, right? And then who you become after. So you need to be that person first, and then all the money that you want will come. It's very good. So coming in here, there is a big statue. I'm not sure where about, but like 10 minutes from here, I saw a big statue that shows like prosperity, unity, equality. I really love that because most town they don't have that. Showing those are actually values of this district or this municipality. That is what they value. And not only that, there's only words, but even around you can see as you driving in, you're like, yeah, I see this thing. You know, first thing, prosperity, like boom, big houses and everything. It's so good. You know, you feel the energy, you feel it. You know, unlike in other places, like, yeah, let's go. I said I'll come, so I'm here, let's work. But here you can feel the energy. You can see that there is hey, that's always in geese. There's prosperity. There is prosperity, and people here, they don't let opportunities loose. If they see something, they go till the end of it. And that's how I think this place has so many successful people. And there's so many sectors, everybody is striving through all of them. And that's quite a good thing. So I believe also for yourselves, you will also strive in Forex trading and show the people around here that this is not what people are making it as, you know. So it's all about making money and then living your life as should be. It's not about you making money to prove to people that you are rich, you know. Just like this place, it's very beautiful. I was checking who's the owner of this place, because for me, I'm that person, you know, like, hey, who's the mind behind this, you know, because I'm sure most of you were here before. Maybe this was just a forest or a bush. There was just trees and nothing. But now the person has taken the place, developed it, make it into something great, and it's very beautiful. I won't lie. So we also should be able to make money from trading, do similar things. There's so many forests you can see here. Driving all the way from Pretoria up until here, there's just trees. There's nothing. So those are opportunities. So if you look at your poor man, you're like, forest, forest, forest. But another person is seeing flats, is seeing apartments, is seeing a new mall, a new lifestyle. So all of those things, they come after. So basically, this is part of you knowing who you are and what you want. So you must have a picture about yourself that you want to fulfill, and then you must also have a picture of the things that you want to build, not only to make money, to spend money. I think most of you have gotten money and spent money, right? But now we should change the way we think of money before getting the money. So it's easier to do that. For me, my goal was firstly improve on myself, develop myself. Once I'm right, then I share the knowledge and I help others, people grow. Because there's this quote that if you want to help someone else, firstly, you improve yourself, you complete the full phase, and then you can help other people. That is why I'm doing this, and this seminar is totally free. No one is paid. Unless if you've got a scam account saying, pay 1,000 for VIP. So yeah, guys, everything happens. So let me tell you just what happened before we come here. So I created a group for Limpopo, for people who are around here to actually come and say, if you're interested to come to the seminar, this is my contact number, send me a message, send me your location, then I'll add you in the group so that I know how many people in that place are actually coming. So what happened was, I'm not sure, because once I make a video, I don't have control of how much it flows and how far it goes. So the number was quite low, of which I couldn't book the venue at first. I didn't know where to make the booking. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the numbers. Maybe if it gets to like 50 people, then I can be able to proceed. So up until 2 days back, and then that's where most people started joining the group. I was like, okay, now there is something in Polokwane. Then that's where yesterday I checked the venues, I got this place, then I made the call, and then it happened. You see, so this tells you what? Set your goals and time them. When the time is right for something to happen, it will happen right there and there. So do not be a person who's just a drifter. Whatever you do, wherever you are, you need to have a plan. You need to have objective of the things you wish to have in life, and then you just write it down. And then you time it. You don't just say, I want a car. When do you want the car? Yeah, but we want a house. When do you want the house? So doing that thing alone will help you to a point whereby everything, when the time is about to like finish or end, whatever you want will come about. Either someone will come to help you, or you will find an option or a solution to actually resolving that problem that you are facing. This happens with most. I'm a witness of this. Most of the things I have now, I wrote on my what is this life goals thing like a chart. So I had I took a chart, I wrote everything I wanted, and then my end goal was like 2025. And the last line of that's everything that I wanted. The last line was by 2025 I should have everything I ever wanted, like everything, you know. So I got everything before time, imagine. So 2025 was coming to an end, 2024 was coming to an end, and then my mind went back a bit like, hey, you remember that thing you wrote down? I was like, oh yeah, talking to myself. So I went back, I took the chart because I still had the picture. I'm looking at him like, hey man, it's all TPs are hit. so, so it was quite good. But all the years, because I think I wrote the chart in 2015. So from 2015 up till this point, up until 2025, I wasn't looking at the charts, but I was working, doing something that can make me easily maneuver through to actually getting the end result. But at the end, everything worked perfectly. I don't know, you could say it's prayer, you could say it's miracles, you could say it's the universe, I don't know, but I wrote it down and then it worked. Even the Bible says so. Want something, write it down, make sure that it will be there for you. So that is how life is, basically, okay? So that is how life is. And so you know me, guys, I'm always the same guy. I can't pretend, right? So I might happen to say something that may offend you, maybe in terms of religion, maybe in terms of language, maybe in terms of business or personal perspective. With all my records, I don't give a fuck. We're here to make money, and that's what is important. We are here to make money, guys. Let's not just go around, like, oh yeah, hey, you the Puma, get you outside. That's not why we're here. But most of the time, people, they tend to attach emotions and tend to attach things that don't really resonate to money with money. It's business. I'm here to teach you how to make money for yourself. So when I say something that's going to offend you, it's up to you whether you take the offense and you go home every time you're like, hey, that guy came to my town. He insulted me in a seminar. And then you forgot the method. The method will make you more money. The insults, I just speak in passing because I don't plan. As you see, I don't have PowerPoint showing you like, this is the. No, this is just me. Why do I do this? Because I want you to see, even if I come, I want you to see the real person in me. Like, this is the real trade. I'm not like any other Forex traders. You have testified of that. You've seen how I live my life. Most of the time I post online. Everything that I've done, I've posted it online. Even if I'm buying something, I post it online. Building my house, post it online. So everything that I've done, basically you know about it. So there is nothing you can say, oh, he showed us this side, now he's this side. So I'm just like this because this is how I want you to be as a person. Be the real person. Do not build yourself based on pretense, based on a fake, based on a fake personality. A fake lifestyle is more expensive because if I'm going to come to you and say, hey, I'm a Gucci guy, so every month if I'm doing a seminar, I need to buy a new Gucci. So I will force you to like buy signals or sell robots and do all of those specials so you can pay for them so I can buy a new Gucci to impress other people. I don't know. No, anything. I want you. Just casual stuff, So the point is to make money, to maintain ourselves, and to build things that can make us money. Not only to make money, to lose money. Very much important. So with that being said, how you live and the people you are used to, whether it's friends, colleagues, and family, it's very much important that you know what you want, right? Most people are very attached to their families, but most of the time, checking on the people of which I've met and talked to, most people's downfalls are their families and those people which they allow to be or their downfall, of which is not a good thing, checking entirely. So I always say this, put yourself first. Always put yourself first. Don't rush to save other people before saving yourself. If you are ever getting into any business or any venture, firstly, you go alone. You move alone, you succeed alone, you can always go back. So when you make your money through Forex trading, you make your money, you build yourself a house, you get yourself a car, you make sure your life is complete. then you continue to trade. Then after, you can go back home, assist where you should, because that will help you. Because most households, check this out, most households, you'll find that just like growing up, parents were earning roughly 2,000 rands, but everything in the house was complete. Everything was balanced, nothing was short. But the mother was earning 2,000 rands. And you are working right now, you are earning 10K. But when you roughly check in a month, at home, maybe you send 2K for groceries. The following week, you get a call, you send 500. The following week, you get another call, hey, so and so, hey, this just broke, you send money. End of the month, you've already sent 6,000 at home, right? So now, and then when you go back a bit, you're like, but we used to survive on 2,000. But right now, I'm making 10K, but I spend 6K at home and there's no change. You see? So you are working, you are only paying rent where you're staying, you don't buy anything new, you don't buy any clothes, you are not doing anything that can actually boost you. You don't even have savings. You see? Why? Because most of the time, most people, once they get an opportunity to be free, they always want to do things at home. I think that's an African narrative. You are like that. Start at home, and then that is how things are going to be. But most of the time, that's what pulls each other down. Because now, in order for you to actually make money, save money, and then do something that can make you more money, and then after you can support your family. Because at the end of the day, you love your family, you can never abandon your family, but everything that you and that I have done, we're doing it for our families. So it's better to run the race, complete the race, because you can always go back. If they don't want to go, if they don't want to accept you after you are rich and all that, they say, no, you left us, you abandoned us, whatever, just call me, I'll give you the contact number for Kumbuleka. They'll always take you back, you know, you'll come there with the cameras, like, yeah, gosh. So, but family will always accept you, and it's never too late to do something right, right? So the reason why I'm saying that people, mostly young people, that's where you are actually being held down. Because for you, once you make money, like, I want to make my mother proud, I want to do this, I want to do that. And most of the people, young people who actually become successful, and they just rush to take over the commitment and responsibilities of their families. So most people who rush to take over the responsibilities of their families, you will find you are working, you are making whichever amount of money you are making, and you are now taking the full responsibility of your duties. You'll find that you are not even the favorites. You are not even the favorite child. Yeah, so when you are doing that because you want to be accepted, you are doing that because you want to be applauded. You are doing that because you want people to validate you and say, hey, Usman Ban is doing better for the family. He's playing a part. But the thing is that whatever you do, they don't see it. They don't even care. When you're going to make money from Forex, you go back home, you build that big house and whatnot, and then still they treat you like a no one. They treat you like a nobody. And then it's going to start paining because you're like, but this is my house. Yeah, so if you want your house, then take your house and leave. But if you start to do yourself, building yourself a house first, that would have been easier for you. If you come back home and there's noise, there's quarrel or anything over, you know, even kids, you come back with your kids, they fight with their cousins and stuff, it's easy for you to just say, let's go. But if you are here, where are you going to go? Back at the house. You got to go to the backyard and cry over there. You see, so those are mistakes most people have done, of which have led them to failure. And there is this thing that most people are not aware of. The most dangerous thing that God will never tell us. You will never know when you will be the richest. Like, you will never know at a point, like, this is the highest amount I'll ever have. You know? You can make money, but there's like a prime, like, this is the highest. Maybe you'll have 10 million once in your life. That's the highest. After that, you're going to be there. 2 and 3 million. But that's still big. But the highest, let's say it's 10, and then you have to live off of that. So you never know. Maybe your highest could be 1.5 million. Maybe your highest could be 1 million. You know, so if when you're going to squander that money, you are going to be bound into not progressing faster in life. And you take that money, you chow it, you spend it with friends, you have fun. You'll never finish having fun. We grew up, there were people having fun. We thought we're gonna miss out. Today we're still having fun. There is so much fun. I've been into so many cities. People are happy everywhere. So you'll never run out of fun. You can go to Pretoria right now, you can have your own fun. Go to Sandton, fun. Go to Port Elizabeth, it's fun. Everywhere in the country, people are having fun. But you need to choose what is your fun, right? Because what I've realized is that most people, they often have no one backing them up. Most people, they don't have anything to fall back on. One of my motto that drives me, that pushes me, is that once I was a poor boy, I got nothing. So right now I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going full force, because either way, if I fail, I have nothing to lose. I had nothing in the beginning, so I'm just going back to my original form. So I fear. That's what I always say. Yeah, but what are you fearful? You're eventually broke, you know. And if you are broke, you don't have money, people, they don't respect you. People, they don't care about you. People, they don't care about your audacity. You are just the person who's living. People, they don't care about you if you don't have money. You know, so what are you afraid of? What sort of humiliation are you afraid of? Because eventually you are humiliating yourself. You know, so, but the motto behind that is that you have nothing to lose eventually. So whatever you're doing, you go full force. Money will come, but you need to be in the right part of life. What I'm saying right now is the most question that I get asked. What is the psychology of trading? This is it. And those small boys on Instagram and TikTok, they won't tell you that because they don't have experience of life. They just go there on the charts, open a screenshot, take a screenshot, post it on TikTok. They talk about it all day and night. And when you think, hey, this boy is killing it. How is he killing it while he's still fed by his parents? Yeah, but what can a person who doesn't know the amount of groceries, who doesn't know a maintenance fee, who doesn't know how to fix a car, how much does it cost to fix a car? What can that person really tell you about life? Because the only thing they want is for you to pay them. They're going to say whatever they have to say to get your pocket. 50% discount before midnight. And you're like, hey, let me rush. You see, so that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. So now, it's very much important that whatever you do, you know where you are, you know where you're going. Even with the 714 method. The 714 method is the solution to lifetime trading. That is how I said it, and it has become true. When I wrote the words, I didn't understand. But right now, I've seen it in myself, I see it in other people's as well. So it has expanded to so many people, and that is a good thing. So I will say this, it's not because you really want the 714 method why we are here. It's not because you really love Forex trading. Even myself, I don't love Forex trading. It's because it's a transaction for me to get the money to do the things I want, to get the money to be able to travel, to get the money to push my education in terms of seminars. I don't do this education. I'm doing this, you know, it's a vice versa. So I'm getting the money. I'm using 714 method to understand the Forex charts so I can make more money and be able to do these seminars. I can be able to sponsor my NPOs that I work with, to be able to sponsor other things that I'm actually participating on. But the main thing, the tool that I'm using, it's the 714 method and Forex. That is it. Not because I really love Forex. It's not because I'm really a lover. No, I've done that because I needed a house. I got a house. I've done that because I needed a car. I have like 5 cars now. You know, through this, that's the only thing I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. So it's not because I love it, but it's because for me it's a must. And right now, it's not really a matter of a must because I've done most of the things I ever wanted. So it's more just like living and expanding and helping other people. Because some people say, yeah, so you're saying you're successful through Forex trading. So why are you bothering by teaching other people how to trade? Why are you so keen in going all around teaching people how to trade? I'm like, I'm not doing drugs. Have you ever seen a drug workshop? I've never seen one, so I'm not doing drugs. And doing this doesn't take away anything from me. It's what I love. I love talking, I love teaching, I love inspiring and motivating other people. I love, even in school, because this is where it's, even in school, when we are maybe solving a mathematical problem, if I understand that, I will explain it to somebody else. Like, hey, this is how this thing is working, you know, try it out. So that's why it started, and then having to do what I do, I gained more understanding. I was like, okay, why are people being triggered by this stuff? Because now this is how it works. You know, everybody's looking at it the wrong way. This is how this thing works. Then that's why it started by teaching the first person, they tell another, you post on social media, then it's expanded from there. Not because really, it's because of money. Like, yeah, I use the same thing to make money. Hence, I always say, I make money from Forex. I don't make money from people. You know, how many, like, I have over, let me check, I have over 500 videos on my TikTok account. I think like 100 on my YouTube channel. Have you ever, how many videos do I have here? Okay, it's not sure. I think it's another person who can actually see the number of videos I have. But I have so many videos on my TikTok. Have you ever seen a video of me or making a video or any post that I make with a price tag? Hands up. If you ever seen any of my videos with a price tag, like, hey, this is what I do, this is how much, pay now, or pay before midnight. Yeah, why? Because it's all about impact. So for me, I'm more of a person who's like, this is what I've been doing, this is how I figured it out. So go and do it, try it, see if it's gonna work for yourself. And then if it does, then it's easy for you to come on board. You use it first. Most people, they were like, pay for mentorship. You pay and then you go to a group, it's quiet, they send all videos, they download it on YouTube, and then you just stuck there. And maybe they send 1 or 2 signals a week, and then that's it. And when you question it, they remove you in the group. Like, hey, this one is bringing trouble now. You know, so those are the things that have been happening. So most people, I believe there is no war in Forex trading, right? It's a business, it's a selfless business. You don't need to recruit, you don't need competition, there's no competition. It's one of the best businesses that doesn't really require this. You can do this by choice, but it's one of the businesses that it's just on its own. Whether you're in or out, whether you have input or out, it doesn't affect you anyway. So now, having to understand what I understand is that the only challenge here is it's a challenge of narratives. How I look at things comparing to how most people look at things, right? Because the earlier perception of how people were looking at Forex trading basically didn't work for most people. As a result, that is why most people, they ended up developing hate toward Forex trading. Because of the person who came to them earlier on and said, this is what this is, and this is how it works, I can help you, give me this amount of money, and then I'll be able to help you through, right? And then I was like, no, this is not the right way of doing this, you know. Then I went on about my own study, I look at the market, then I got out, I was like, okay, I figure a few things out, like, this is how this thing is actually working. Did it for myself, got it, then that's why I started sharing. Why? But it's only a matter of perception. Most of the time, people say, when you practice a certain information, it becomes perfect. But really, when you practice the wrong information, it becomes permanent. Hence, making you ignorant to a point whereby in the future it's going to become impossible for you to be teachable. So most people, they have the wrong information and are very ignorant. Hence, they just say, hey, I mean, I've been trading for 5 years. There's nothing you can tell me. Hey, I mean, I've been in this for 10 years. But what do you have? What do you have in that 10 years? Nothing. You see? So now we are here to resolve that. I have people who've tried the 714 method in less than a month, let's just say this year. We're in the 7th month now. We have people who've tried it last month. Brilliant results. They've been trading for more than 5 years, never seen results. But just a short time trying out my perception, they're like, wow, I've never seen this before. I have people calling me crying, like tearing, breaking down because they've never made a withdrawal. Imagine. Never had you always in this thing every day. You there, you're fighting with your parents. Yeah. At night you're drawing, you're marking, whatever. You never made money, And then someone just come and say, no, chief, no, chief, come down. See the time. Okay, yeah, look at this. Tomorrow, same time. And then you go there like, hi, you see profits. Oh, second day, hey, you would cry because you're like, this thing has been beating me for years. And just this guy who shows up from nothing, from a VIP, you're watching a video of a girl twerking, you're like, hey, who's this now? You pass and then you go back, you're like, he's explaining something you like. So you're like, oh, this thing is working. You would cry because most people, they are trying to make money of this thing, but it's very challenging for them to actually make money. It's very hard because there's a lot going on around. Like it says, today I'm here, you would find that in the next conference room, there's another seminar. Same guy teaching whatever they're teaching, So I hate trend lines passionately, trend line strategy passionately. I'll always say that I hate trend line strategy. Number one, why? Because most mentors who are mentors today, they are selling trend line strategy. Go look at it, most of them. So most people are selling dots. If you check on most Forex mentors, go around. So most people who are actually selling Forex courses, they are selling trend line strategy. Am I lying? No. You've bought them. Imagine you're buying one thing from one guy and then you see another guy posting screenshots and then you go to them. And when you get to them, it's still the same thing. So when you go to the next guy, you find that it's still the same thing. And then you see another record, it's still the same thing, like, ow, I know what is happening here. It's like bachelor now. So it becomes a very quite challenging thing. So for me, I was like, I did use it, but it didn't provide what I wanted. Because in order for you to do something consistently and accurately, you need specifications. I believe that it's a market, right? Just the general term, it's a market. What is a market? A market is a place where buyers and sellers, they meet to trade. So what does that tell you? The market has an opening time. The market has prices of trade. If I want to buy this water, there'll be a time, there'll be an amount for this water. There'll be the time where I can go to the store and buy this water. So why the market will go up and continue to come and retest and then go up? It doesn't make sense. That is just random stuff. That is random information. It's not accurate. Whereas if the information is very much accurate, you will see that when you are analyzing the market, there should be something that is specific, that are happening every day. You always reported work at 8. There's never a day where you're like, today, come in at 6. Unless if you're going to steal. But so it's a systematic thing. It's a coded thing. That's how it came to be. So when you look at how they do it and how you're actually doing it, it's not the same. So as long as there is something that is specific, it says, at 1 o'clock, look at the opening price. That's fit for all because it's one market that operates the same. Not that, no, we'll just draw this line here. If it's going to go below, that is it. So the reason why I tend to disagree more often with trend line strategy, still some people are still pushing that's our narrative of trade. It's because there's no precision. It's not accurate. It doesn't provide a level of precision that one needs to be able to see and rely on it. You see? Because it can't be always like if the market will break and then it's going to go up and continue and never come back like your father. But see, hey, that's always the case. So even if you're holding a cell, that thing breaks. You're like, but this was my father. Now this. So it just keeps on going and going, right? So in terms of trading, one thing that I prioritize is specifications. Why specifications are very important in terms of trading? It's because when you lose here, you are able to be accountable, saying, this is where I took the trade, this is how I lost it. You don't take self-blame. Because most people, when they lose a trade, they just make the whole thing. This thing is not for me. This thing is for Abu Mashaya. It's for them. I don't have parents. I don't have this. My father left. All of that stuff comes back to mind, you see. But when you really understand, like, oh, okay, this is where, okay, it was supposed to go up, then it went down here. So you're able to, like, you are able to separate yourself from the market and yourself as a person and yourself as a trader. You made the wrong decision, hence the market moving that way, move the opposite side, you know. So I don't want you to make money without knowing how you made your money. When you made your money, you should know exactly the full process of how you make it, so next time it will be easier for you to make money. Also, when you lose it, it should be easy for you to like go back, revert, and see what, oh, this is why I lost my money. Not to just say, hey, it's manipulation, hey, it was this. No. Stop being a coward. You should be accountable, fully accountable, and responsible of your own trading. Hence, I don't take anyone's money. Even if you come here and say, hey, Mashaya, I have 100K, foot sec. I don't do that. I don't take people's money. You should do it yourself. If you are lazy to do it yourself, then you're in the wrong place. I don't take people's money. I don't want it. If I want money, I go to the markets. That's where I get my money. Yeah, I don't have time to go shouting with promo. Even after here, once you get an inbox saying, thank you for coming to the seminar, it was good, we have a discount, 50%, that is not me. Challenge would say, fuck off. Simple, straight out. Yeah, very much important. As Lalila, I mean, like, as I told you, I've been a broke boy, I've been poor, I know everything. I've been poor now, not rich, but you know. Okay, I don't like to use the term rich, but I can afford myself, right? So I know that, and most of the time, if you're in that position, you want sympathy, and sympathy doesn't pay the bills. Yeah, it's different. You can stay in the chats all day, you're crying, hey, please buy, please buy. I mean, I'm looking at the thing, I get there like, oh, okay, I should do this, okay, and then I sell. And then you're still praying for the buy, and I saw it was a sell. I went there, took the trade, I'll make money. When you're still there praying, yeah, fast. You know, so there are just things that, hey, things are happening out there. Things are happening. So all of those things that don't help, guys, right? And for me, like, I understand that in order for you to have what you want, you must be stubborn at times. You need to be straightforward. You know, being straightforward and being stubborn, that's like, just like all of you are here. This tells me something, that you are the most serious people and you really want this. Because other person, they saw me a video saying, maybe insulting someone, like, hey, Tech, when this, you know. I'm not saying that because I hate you. I'm not saying that because I'm on to you. There's a difference. Note this. If we're watching Nenking no buff, it's no. I'm like, but if he's gonna say, yeah, Masha, but no good is yabo. I'm just saying that in passing, showing what you're thinking is not the right thing. So most people, they want to say, no, you know, mister, what you need to do is, that you won't forget all of that. But once I say, yabo, even in your mind, it's like cancels that thing. So it helps you. So being straightforward also eliminates you in terms of doubts. Everything that may come and take you mentally, it's gonna go away. Yeah, but most of the time, if you are going under stress, apply this mentality. It will help you, the F-off mentality. I'm telling you. Because now your mind gets to tell you a lot of things you don't want to hear, a lot of negative things, and then you tend to believe those things. And those things, they tend to bring you down. So having the F-off mentality will help you. Even when you've taken a loss in a trade, for example, you thought it was a buy, the thing sold, like, whatever. Yeah, because if you're going to stay there and now you're trying to reason, rent, then it's going to bring you way back there. Okay? So, for women, I know women are very beautiful, right? and sensitive as well, right? So you are the ones who are often most of the time having these emotional problems. You know, like it's a blow and you bah, if it's sure, come back, yeah, it's oh no, 6 savannah lab, yeah, so but women they tend to like receive it and they keep it. So understand this, right? Understand that the market is not a human. Might be designed or coded by a human, but from that point onwards, it doesn't operate on human emotions. So, understanding the technicals of forex trading will eliminate all of your emotions. Yeah, well, yes, you may feel bad by taking a trade, but don't dwell there like yo, and then you keep on crying forever. No, just endorse it, take it in, breathe out, and then that's it. You go about your day. Because you may lose today, make money tomorrow. Yeah, well. So even with the 714 method, you may learn it, you will lose a trade here, make money more days. Maybe like in a day, according to me, you lose like 1 or 2 trades, 2 trade maximum. So those 3 trades, they cover the 2. And you're in profit. You see? So it helps. And another problem, in as much as you want this, I know you want the soft life, the nice life, you got the method, Masha was selling pump. So here's the thing. In our verge of making the money through the 714 method, let's kill the mentality of focusing on making millions. You understand? Fuck the millionaire status. Focus on where you are and do what you should do on a day-to-day basis. Because if you're going to focus on that million, it's always going to put you under pressure. Because you're looking at that, you're looking at your 1,000 rands account, you're like, yo, it's still too far. So the one thing that can help you elevate faster, you kill that. How do you kill that? You focus on your primary problems. You focus on your secondary, your primary needs. You need to pay rent. You need to buy groceries. You need money for taxi fare. So that's where you start, making money to cover all of those household expenses. You make money, you aim to make money to maintain yourself. Maybe you have a car, you make money to be able to pay off your car. You have a bond, you make money to be able to pay off your bond. If not of it, maybe half. Then you're taking half from your salary, half from trading, and then you're doing start with the primary stuff, realistically. Okay, and then you start off, you're making that. On your way up, once you cover all of these bills, then it's easy for you to actually save up your money when you're trading, because your money is no longer going through holes. Now your money is stored. Because this mentality to say, hey, this trade, yeah, I'm going to make $1 million. Yeah, I'll snap it. That is what putting you under pressure. That's why even each and every time you're going to open your MetaTrader 5 to execute, you're just going to, you're barcoding. For no reason. Why? Because you think that this is the trade that is going to make you $1 million. And then all your problems, they end there. That is not the truth. Sometimes, as I said, you can make a lot of money, but that big money can get you in trouble for your lifetime. You've seen I blew it. How many millionaires have appeared there? Yeah, well, they got the money. They blew the money. Which shows what? Money is not the problem. Comrades, money will come. Yeah, well, money will come, but you have to be in the right place. That's one thing that you need to take off that show. But if money comes and you don't have a plan, you're going to squander it. Yeah, well. So think about this now. Being that person that you really want to be before the money comes, set yourself ready. So when the money comes, you are already in a good place. You know what, if the money comes, you will not be juvenile through over money. You will have no hype. You are just remaining stagnant. So money does not hype you up. Yeah, well, I know it's difficult. It's very difficult. Like having money, but acting like you don't have money. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, but it should be your lifestyle. Because end of the day, if you really check how most people who got money have lived, they spend money on the very same things. It's the very same thing that is beating them, and it doesn't help. Yeah, and first things I say, this place has a good vibration in terms of how it is. I don't know, but from what I've seen so far, I know there could be other places, but from around here, it's a good motivation. Like even for yourself when you're working, I was working in a place where by our sabuk fishly phone. But a car to pull on your face, you like, hey, by stepping on the road, you always like looking around. So such good places are good. Make money so you can actually move to the same places like this, but I'm not saying get yourself into trouble, But also buying, I think there's so many, I saw somewhere there was land being for sale there, I saw a sign. You can buy land, and when you buy land, you make your research with that land is fully only yours, like for a period. Because also this thing of being rich, it can entrap you. Now you think you are rich, you're going, you're making decisions that will get you into more trouble. You're buying anything, you're buying a house, because most people, they're like, hey, just buy a house. You see a house somewhere, you buy a house without information, only to find that that house you're buying has an unpaid bond, or that house you're buying has like high tariffs. The person was owning that house haven't paid his tariffs and whatnot. So you need to cover all of that and then pay interest on top. So a decision like that, yes, you may think you've bought your financial freedom, but it's actually entrapping you for a long time. So find places where you can buy and not be able to like continuously spend money. And remember, the dream house that you have that you want to buy for your children, that is your dream house. This is not theirs. They also have their own dream houses. So as soon as they grow up, they leave you with your house. When you are doing it for them, as soon as they grow up, like, hey, now I'm trying to look at mom, they go elsewhere. So even if it's big, but they will grow one day. They will move out. You will stay there alone. So make sure with whatever decision you're making, you allow it. Right, and then when it comes to cars, I have like reasonable cheap cars. You range. Okay. How guys cars? This is not expensive. It's not that expensive. There are cars that are more expensive than the Ford Range, right? So, I think for like a service model is about 6K. It's about 6K. That is something I can afford. So why didn't I go for this car? I can trade so many cars because the actual cash price for this car is like 1.6 million if it's brand new, right? And then if you're going to like maybe it's a second hand and something, you get it for like 600K. So buying a car like that, which means the maintenance for the car could be closely to 10%, for example. You see, which means if it's 10%, that is 60,000. So which means every 3 months for maintenance, you must have this 60. It's compulsory. So buying such car, knowing very well when this is just the amount you have in pitch and you just spend it all on one car, it's not gonna help you. What's the point of buying a car so you can say, yeah, this is the car, but it's chowing your money? But the brake pads for this car that is outside that you saw, the brake pads for that car, the front one at 12K, the back one 12K. So if I'm changing since I'm here, I drove to here. Yesterday I was in Northwest. Today I'm here. Tomorrow I'm going. Next week we're going to Mpumalanga. Coming back from Mpumalanga, service is due. I need to pay another 24K to change both of the brake pads, front and back. Do all the service, all filter, all of that needs to change. You see? So if you think in terms of a car, don't just think, hey, you must also think of these things. So now let's take, for example, maybe you've traded, you made 1 million. Out of that 1 million, you go and buy maybe you say you buy the same car. Buying the same car, you're not aware that this car, its actual service cost maybe, let's say, 20,000 a month. So 20,000 a month, including fuel and everything. When you're thinking, 600K in grand. 20,000 a month for the whole year, how much is that? 200K, 240,000, close to $250,000. That's the maintenance for the car for 1 year. So when you went on, you bought this car because you can't so love good when grand Forex is working out for you. But you're not aware that you've put yourself on a trap of losing 240,000 a year. You see the point? So now, what does this tells you? Now you are compelled, or you must trade a month to make sure that you make 20,000 just for the car, not for insurance, not for the house, not for household expenses, not for all of those things. But you must trade every month. Make sure that you don't make less than 20,000 because you need to pay off for the car. So what are you living for? You're living for a car. Yabo? Abathola abantwana bayabuya, ingane manje ifuna ama range, yabo ngokubusika nje. Muhamba ngephole vetshetha hayi. Chetha is really range mina basitha shisa. Share the polo lakho, yabo. So I'm saying that so that you don't make money to lose money, and also don't make money to also be in trouble, end up living on a minus. That happens. Yeah. So don't be influenced by all of those boys out there on social media thinking, hey, secret, I'm a black card, private, what. I don't have a black card. I've made millions, I don't have a black card. That thing is rented. You can apply for it. A million ilahlala kwi savings account, guys. A million ahlala kwi savings account. Why ngidinga a black card? Why? Yeah, well, it's all for status. I'll shoot, I'll post. So when you're looking at that, you're like, hey, this guy, hey, he's loaded. Loaded where? Yeah, well, they're busy influencing you with credit cards. Bamnezi credit card 100,000. Hambo swap and replace. They're already broke. So let's not make money to lose money. Yeah, but I'm showing you the other side of this that you'll never see. Looking at those boys out there when you think, hey, it's motivation, hey, that's encourage. No, they're putting you under pressure for no reason. Yeah, but, and then you're like, hey, these boys are really pushing. Hey, Tina, we are bad. Amasha is living like a croot man. No, it's wise decisions. But my croot man, Anjan, I still crying. When a croot man will yeah, but imagine Labana years back, they're still living the same lifestyle. And never come to tell Vumbuga man, like, pooh, pooh. Yeah, well, it's very important. So, for me, I don't only want to show you how to make money, but also be mindful how to keep your money and make your money work for you. Okay? Very much important. Let's not make money to lose money. No one wants to be in a shitty position. For me, the way that I've structured my life, I don't have anything that I'm renting for. Everything that I have is cash, paid off. The house, I built it from scratch, paid off. The cars, cash. So if something breaks, it breaks there and then I have to fix it. Yeah, so you could adapt to that lifestyle. But mind you, having followed the method. All of this is through the method. Not selling mentorship, not selling what. There's a lot of work. Begging people to buy. Hey, please buy, please buy. Please. No, guys. So, also, you can see here, right? Okay, can I ask you, what's the difference between these seminars and other Forex seminars that you've seen or that you've attended? I know you've attended many. What's the difference? Beside the fuck off parts, okay. There's no broker thinking here. It's only me. That's why I can say fuck whatever I want. Because I don't work for anyone. I work for me. And what I do is what I love. I'm independent. I'm moving on my own. Okay? I do have good news. XM has given me $150 in terms of assisting with the seminars. So I'll be giving away $100 to one person and $50. So I'm gonna divide it. I could have done 50-50-50, but in my heart pains and my chest pains. So one person will win $50, another will win $100, another will win mentorship, others will get t-shirts. That is what I've gotten for you, right? As we go through the journey, right? So what I want to inform you is that this is me, right? I do me and I live me. So many brokers have tried to come and influence me to join them or working with them. Like, I'm not those boys. Whatever amount they have, they must give to those boys. Because most of the guys you see there on social media, you think we would see they are trading, they are making money from, they're being fed by brokers. Brokers are paying for their cars, brokers are paying for their houses, brokers are giving them clothing vouchers. And then that's why they'll always say, hey, join this broker, join this broker. Yeah, hey, join this broker. I go, hey, what's broker using? And then they're fooling you. All their cars are branded. I mean, I put a sticker there. I'll tell you the story of that stick. I was in Pretoria. I was invited to a meeting. The XM management was luckily in Pretoria or to watch rugby. So like, hey, Masha, since we know you're around, please come over. So they were driving their cars, you know, like moving around. So we went to watch rugby, and then after the same. So when they were done, I was like, hey, I'm going to take this one by force. So I removed the sticker from the car because eventually they were going. I'm like, I'm trading with this bro. So I took the sticker, I put it on my car. Yeah, but it's not like they're like, yeah, Masha, since hey, they even for them they know what if you come to me, come prepared, because I'm not those guys you can easily manipulate to doing anything. So that being said, do not confuse your reality with other people. Do not take all of that and think what the people have worked out there. They're not. If you think Utumasha is lying, is trying to discredit other guys because they're doing Forex, I'm not mad or speaking against them. But if we move, let's move with truth and let's be honest, right? Most people are being fed by brokers. They're not making money from the markets. As a result, how many big Forex traders you've heard of that have rose and fallen? But the market is still there. If they really claimed that they were making money from the Forex, what happened? Because the market is still there. Where are they? You see? And that has happened. Why? Because people, they don't want to actually take the truth as it is and go to the markets and work with truthfully, like openly. They don't want to understand the market for what it really is. Hence, they will always be jumping from one broker to another, you see this guy this day is wearing this broker's t-shirt, the next time he's wearing this broker's t-shirt, the next time. Even with that, it tells you the guy is inconsistent. Because they're just chasing deals. And with the broker, if you don't deliver, they cut your salary. You're working on it. If you're working, you should deliver. Yeah, but yes, I did tell you what you were trading with XM. Why am I saying this is the broker we're using? It's because I've been trading with XM ever since I started. I traded with XM from the beginning. Went to other brokers. Lost money thinking, it's this broker, it's the other. Went to other brokers. And they flew, guys. Almost cancelled this survey. Almost. Good half. Kasi le mfede ngiyibone lapha kasi izela. I almost cancelled this seminar. Pretoria is very cold. Yo, what's in Chola selling pop? So, so now, the reason why I trade with XM, jumping from then, and then when I went back to them because of the bonus. You know, when you're trading, they give you that free bonus, so it kind of saves your money. If you fund with 1,000, they give you 1,000 free, so that is better. Whereas with other brokers, they're like, we're giving you a bonus, but the minute your drawdown is like 90%, it's all gone. Your employee account. So then I went back to trading with XM. From that point, from when I was losing, then I started making money and all that. And whenever I make withdrawals, I would get my money. Yeah, but no problem. They never say, no, we are investigating. Why are you investigating when I'm making money, but you're not investigating when I'm losing? You see. So from then, I've made money, started making serious money. I get my money, everything, like, kind of, I was like, yeah, this is a good broker. I've never had any stories. Hence, I say, let's use the same method. This is the broker we're using, so we can all be right. And in Minalapana, since over the years of trade, I started trading in 2018, but more seriously from 2021. Yeah, bo. So, ever since I started, my reputation with the broker is built because they can see my track record. That's why even now, when they're doing seminars, they get to invite me to talk and also like give motivational talk to other people. So that's a broker that I can trust. And even if they start doing nonsense, I will also say it. Well, guys, they're not doing as they used to. You see? So that's a broker I know will never give you problems. XM is the biggest broker in South Africa. Don't be misled by other brokers. XM has over 15 million traders worldwide. Worldwide. Other brokers, they don't reach that. Yeah, but showing you this is the most busiest broker. Other brokers, but over 5 million, even HFM is like less than 5 million traders. Yeah, but I was calling since HFM. Yeah, but so all those other brokers, they're just gonna say all of those things, and you're not gonna get anywhere with that. Yeah, so, because end of the day, it's gonna be painful after you've traded. You've made that big money, CPI, maybe NFP, maybe you made a big amount of money and you want to withdraw, you can't get your money. XM is the only broker that's in South Africa that I know of right now, that when you're trading NFP or CPI, exactly at 14.30, you can still enter the market. Other brokers by 22, you can't even open a trade. Yeah, because now they are doing what? They are checking, hey, it's into the foot. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. It's based on my history as a person, my own experiences, the psychological part of trading, how I wish for you to set your self-image, having your goals in place, also align with your new self-image, the person you wish to be as a forex trader, and the things you wish to accomplish in life. So before you get to work, all of those things should be aligned. Why? Because you should know what you are working towards, right? Age is not a factor, right? That is not a fact, right? So all of that, that's what I wanted to cover. And right now we're going to get to the main purpose and reason why we're here. So this is my YouTube channel, 714 Method official page, of which I believe you must follow. Even this seminar is recorded. It will be uploaded there as well. So my other previous seminars, they're also there. You can watch all the seminars that I did this year. This year, I took myself to challenge myself to do like 32 or 34 seminars for the whole year. I think it was 34, and then 2 ended up being cancelled because people, if you don't respond, I don't come. Ever. So people, they didn't respond. I was like, okay, I'm cancelling this one. So in total, there'll be 32. I'm not sure which number is this one, but I've already surpassed half of that. So this month alone, this month alone, I will be like in all the provinces, because yesterday I was in Northwest. Today I'm in Limpopo. Tomorrow, next week, we're doing Mpumalanga, and I'm not sure which other province, but my goal was to actually go around South Africa this year, but not only to do forex seminars. This was an additional. My plan was to actually go around. I wanted to travel the whole country. You know, I was like, hey, I've been indoors so long trying to figure this forex thing. I've been trying to make money, pushing. But after then, I got my money. I was like, hey, what can I do now? You know, because at some point you spend money, you buy whatever you want to buy, you go wherever, and then so you end up. There's limited stuff you can buy with money. And like, what can I really do? Like, travel. That's the only thing that I've never done. Then I started there, like going to other places. I was like, okay, let me just travel the whole. Of South Africa, all provinces to begin with. Maybe I can go outside if I want to, but let me just go all around. Getting out of my comfort zone. So I was like, while I'm doing that, why don't I just stage seminars around those places? So if I'm coming to Limpopo, I don't only come for entertainment and entertainment. So I not only come for entertainment, but I'll just come to see how people are living, how is life, and then for educational purposes, let me leave something behind. So that is why you see there's so many seminars. They're all free, because eventually I was coming there, isn't it? So that's it. Right, so that's about it. So that's my YouTube channel. You will follow, subscribe to it. So far I have 18,000 followers. It's coming good. So you'll watch this seminar and other seminars as well in your spare time. Okay? So we're still good. Ribatong. You know this thing, like traveling to many places, different languages, sometimes you could assume it's challenging. But one of the things that I've realized is that all people, they live the same, you know. You say you want water in a different language, it's still the same thing, we want water. So many people are like living differently, and you are thinking you are the only one who's where you are, and you're the only one who's looking at what you're looking at. But for me, I've seen it different because I've been to so many places. Everything you want is everywhere, you know. So it's all about you wanting the same thing but in different languages, of which I think is what brings confusion, you know, because you're like, hey, it's not that, it's this. You're like, yeah, not that, it's this, but it's the same thing, end of the day. So there's something, lastly, before I jump onto the charts, we're going to start working now. There is something that is called hypnotic rhythm. If you have metric, you'll understand this one. There is something called hypnotic rhythm, right? Hypnotic rhythm. Hypnotic rhythm, it's let's say it's a law of nature that keeps everything balanced where it is, right? How everyone is thinking in that place, how people are moving in that place. For example, people who stay in Limpopo, they think Limpopo, I don't know how to think Limpopo. But, okay, let's put it in this way. People who stay in the city, they have their own way of thinking. They think based on a person who stays in the city. People who stay in real estate, they think like people who stay in real estate. People who stay in the township, they think like people who stay in the township. That is why these three places are well maintained and there's no distraction. So the person who moves from a town, a town, it becomes foreign for them because they need to adjust to Imperial Lab. So the more you stay longer into that place, eventually you change to that place. If you take a person from Otlaragma real estate to Misekas, it's foreign for them, but over time, eventually they change. So how does this happen now? If you're a person and you want to change who you are, you need to change your mindset to elsewhere where you want to be. But that is also going to cost you a time. It's going to take you an amount of time in order for you to actually adjust and get good in that place or be like naturally blending. So, but by force, you're going to move one day and you go to that place, it's not going to work for you. Because you'll go there like, I don't like it vibe, it's to this, it's this, it's that. So it's easy to call to this is not good actually. But once you actually move in a way of how the people who stay in that area are, then that's where you actually get to say, okay, there's a better side of life. This is how people are living. But anything you want, and by far, guys, I will tell you this, South Africa is by far the most beautiful country. South Africa is beautiful comparing to other countries. South Africa, there's nothing that you want that is not here. Maybe you could think of that because you never traveled. I mean, I've traveled, guys. South Africa is beautiful, I'm telling you. Nas, you don't have to take your money, go to another country, you can. But they don't take cold drink, you go to jail straight. So South Africa is very beautiful, guys, I won't lie. I've been to Sandton, Central, I've been to even Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha. Yo, that place is beautiful, guys. Don't be misled thinking Gqeberha is the name. It's beautiful there. Very beautiful. We have PE, you have Sandton, Pretoria, you have here, even Limpopo. Limpopo is like, yo, guys, I need thinking forex. But this place is so beautiful. I was impressed, really impressed. But South Africa is everything you want, even with sport cars. Like, there's nothing we don't have here, guys. Like, we have everything. Yo, I was saying to the guys in the car, hey, as far as I've traveled, now I understand that it's difficult to being a president of a country. It's very difficult. Imagine for me, at Durban, right? Right now I'm in Limpopo. So imagine if someone has a problem here and I'm in Durban back home. How do I tackle that? There is someone in Northwest who needs the 711. There's someone in Mpumalanga. And there's, for worse, if you are a president, there's so many people. Oh, thanks. Say what?